These are some of the biggest mistakes that you might be making right now, so let's fix them. Have you ever found yourself some diamonds on a mining trip and considered mining them? You should never mine more than 5 diamonds at a time. And I know this might seem kind of weird, that why would I only mine 5? Well, this applies for the early game Minecraft, where you should only mine 5 diamonds, and then keep the others in ore form and come in later with a fortune pickaxe. 5 is actually the exact number of diamonds you need for a diamond pickaxe and an enchantment table, which you need both to get fortune, or you could just use a villager and an anvil. That would work too. Have you ever heard the phrase, never dig straight down? Well, this is not actually completely true, and while you shouldn't be doing this, mining straight down is actually very efficient, but you're doing it wrong. As you can see here on screen, this is the correct way to dig straight down, and like this you will make sure to never fall into lava or any giant hole in the ground ever again. You should never hit a dolphin, because if you ever get into a fight with one of these creatures, they will soon turn from the cute things that they are into monsters that will attack you. Have you ever wanted to build with copper? Well, you should never let your copper oxidize like this. Instead, you should have at least 4 block gaps, but bigger are always better, because the longer the gap in between the copper is, the faster it will start oxidizing and turn green. You should never grow your crops like this. You see, if you have all just one crop, this will get inefficient, and if you manage to get any other crops, carrots, potatoes, beetroots, just swap them and just make them in stripes, because for some reason when you have stripes in your crop fields, they grow faster. You should never take stone bricks out of the creative inventory. And even though, yes, if you search them, you can just grab them, but read it every time. Because there are these items called infested stone, stone bricks, etc. And these look completely identical. The only difference being that the infested ones cause you unnecessary silverfish problems and make you feel like you just discovered the end portal. You should never cut down bamboo with an axe. And well, this is fast, and with the rise of Minecraft 1.20, there is now a bamboo wood, which means it would make sense to cut down bamboo with an axe instead of anything else, just like trees. There's actually a tool that can insta-mine bamboo, and that is a sword. With one click, you can break an entire 30 block tall bamboo and get yourself enough materials to make those sweet bamboo planks. You should never use diamonds to repair your tools, and even if your tool is completely dying and it needs 4 diamonds to repair, you should never do that. Instead, you can simply place down a crafting table and use 3 of those diamonds to make a pickaxe, and simply just use another diamond pickaxe to repair it, which will give you 1 spare diamond. Have you ever been wandering around the edges of lava lakes in the nether on the gravel? Well, don't. The thing is, gravel is a block affected by gravity, which means one place of a block and it might collapse into the lava because of weird world generation. And it is completely possible for gravel to generate levitating in the air. even though it's not right here. It can happen, and you do not want to end up like this. If you ever go to the mountains, you should never mine emerald ore. And I am not talking about the normal emerald ore, I am talking about the deep slate one. This one is only located deep down in the depths of the mountains, and it is the rarest ore in the game, and when you find one, you should always silk touch it. Click right here to watch another one of my videos, and goodbye. Have you ever smelted something in Minecraft? Well, don't use a furnace. You should instead use either a blast furnace or a smoker. The smoker is used for smelting food items, and a blast furnace is used for ores, and this will make your smelting quicker, and you should only use the normal furnace for sand or things that you can't do in either of them. And then there's the campfire, which is kinda OP because you can literally smelt without fuel. Like, the campfire is infinite fuel, but it only works with food items. Have you ever made potions of harming? Well, you made them wrong. And of course, to make these, you use a potion of healing and a fermented spider eye. But potions of healing are quite expensive because of glistering melons that you need to create them. There is an alternate way of creating harming potions, and that is through using poison potions and then converting them with fermented spider eye. And for a poison potion, you only need a regular spider eye. So this is how you make a harming potion. Way more efficiently, just grab poison, throw in a fermented spider eye, and you will soon have harming. And there is a potion of harming, and you can drink that to commit suicide. Anyway, we all know that one person that doesn't fill in their creeper holes. And, it's just disgusting. You should always fill in your creeper holes. You really need to do this, because then your world is gonna look something like this. Have you ever found nether gold ore and mined it with a fortune pickaxe? Well, the thing is, don't. Even if you have Fortune 3, it's still less efficient than if you decide to take your gold ore into a blast furnace with a little bit of coal. And now, for every block, you get one gold ingot, which statistically, that is slightly more than if you're getting a large amount of nuggets. Have you ever created a mine? Well, you should never leave your staircase like this. You should always dig up at least 3 blocks so that you don't hit your head every single time that you go into the cave and back. And even if you're feeling lazy, just do it on your way back at least. If you play Minecraft, you probably use a lot of chests. Well, don't. There's a better alternative, and that is a barrel. And a barrel is actually much better in many ways. It's not an entity, so it doesn't cause lag, and also you can open it even if you put a block above it. The only downside is that you can't create double barrels like you can do with chests. If you like building, you probably use a lot of stairs, but do not craft them. This causes you to lose blocks because you're spending 6 to make 4 stairs. Don't. Instead, spend 3 stone and a iron ingot and create a stone cutter, and now you can get from every block 1 staircase. Do you like getting called by scammers? And that is how these villager traits sometimes feel like. You probably are getting scammed by these big-nosed Squidwards, and that is why the best option for trading is to cure these villagers before trading with them, which will give you many discounts. Have you ever found a spawner? Well, you should never destroy these, because right now it may seem like a good idea to destroy this block, but in the future you might want to use it to build an XP farm, so just light it up so that you don't get monsters spawning everywhere. Have you ever had above level 30? Well, it's actually useless because the more XP you gain, the harder it is to gain, so you're just wasting XP if you have over 30, and just use up the 30 first. There is no point of getting over level 30 because you don't need it. To beat Minecraft, you need to find the end portal. If you're doing that, you probably need Eyes of Ender. Don't just throw them all at once because they might break and you might have just wasted some of your eyes. You should also never craft too many of them, and you should always just craft one or two to find the end portal, and then just craft the exact amount you need to activate it. So, for example, like 12, because extra ender pearls might be very useful to fight the ender dragon. If you play Minecraft, chances are that you like crafting, like maybe a lot of crafting, and you probably do crafting. But you should never do it with wood, or at least not for generic items like sticks, and you should save your actual planks for building, because there's a better alternative, and that is bamboo wood. So if you need sticks, use bamboo wood. If you need a boat, use a bamboo wood. If you need a ladder, just use the sticks you made from bamboo wood, because bamboo wood is made from bamboo, and bamboo is really easy to farm. Have you ever decided to use a log for smelting? If yes, then you are stupid, and you should instead use the log to make planks, and you get 4 planks, and those 4 planks are the same amount of fuel as 4 logs, so you just multiplied your fuel. Speaking of smelting, if you have a large amount of items to smelt, you should never use coal. Instead, you should craft coal blocks, because 1 coal smelt 8 items, and 1 coal block smelts 90 items. And if you do the math, 9 coal does 72 items. A coal block, which is also 9 coal, does 90, which that is 18 more items, so you do want to use it. Then another cheap fuel source is also lava, which smelts 100 items, and it's honestly really easy to get if you have access to the nether. Have you ever been able to decide what to put on your bow, infinity or mending? Well, the answer is obvious, and it is infinity. There is no point in using a mending bow because it just uses up way too many arrows, and infinity is just way more resource efficient, and mending is a rare enchantment too, so you probably want to use it on your netherite armor and tools anyway. And then finally, there's diorite. Never use diorite.